Today we're making these delicious and crispy chicken waffles, packed with protein, calcium, low in carbs and calories. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, here I'm sharing my low calorie and high protein recipes made from the common ingredients but extremely tasty that you'll never tell that they are diet ones. We'll go straight to the recipe, but don't miss the second part of the video. I'll give you 3 serving ideas for these waffles, so you'll have very nicely balanced breakfast or maybe a protein snack on the go, also very light but very nutritious lunch, and extremely low calorie but very high in volume and high in satiety supper. Let's go! It's gonna be super easy, 5 simple ingredients, and we will place them directly in your food processor or a blender cup. Let's start with any kind of cooked chicken breast. Honestly guys, any leftover works here, so this recipe is perfect for repurposing any of your boiled chicken breast that you cooked a night before for your diet and just cannot chew it anymore. This recipe is not gonna be like this. It will be super moist, super melting in your mouth from the inside, but you will never tell that there is a chicken breast or a cottage cheese inside. Yes, we'll have cottage cheese. It may sound a little bit weird, but trust me, trust the process. Now let's add cottage cheese. Once again, I'm using the one that I hope is similar to the one that you have in your store, so very grainy, very clumpy cottage cheese. Mine is completely different, but I'm trying to match my cottage cheese with yours to show you how to work with your products, so please let me know if this cottage cheese is similar to yours or I have to keep searching for something. Lightly drain it using a cheesecloth or a sieve, just to remove excess liquid. But don't squeeze, don't push too hard. We don't need to drain it as hard as we did for my pizza crust or for my bagels recipe. We just need to remove excess sweet, but don't throw it away, we will need it later. Okay, now let's add 1 egg. And don't forget 40 grams of diet semi-hard cheese. Look for the one that's around 200-230 calories per 100 grams. These cheeses are lower in fat and, of course, calories, but packed with protein, which helps to create a nice crispy crust when it's baked. And 20 grams of any flour you prefer. I'm using regular flour, but you can use whatever fits your macros and your desires. If you're using regular flour, please check that your flour isn't self-rising flour, because we don't need any extra rising agents such as baking powder here in this recipe. When it comes to the seasoning, since my chicken breasts were absolutely plain, just boiled chicken breast, I'm adding some salt, pepper, paprika and garlic powder for extra flavor. You can also add a splash of soy sauce if you like, or just any seasonings that you like to use with your chicken. And now finally let's blend everything together. When it's all blended, check the mixture. If it feels too dry, too thick after blending, don't worry, just add a couple of teaspoons of ghee we saved earlier from our cottage cheese. So it just transforms our butter into something that's easier to work with. So I hope your waffle maker plates are already preheated, and let's bake them. Just pour the mixture into your preheated waffle maker plates and cook until golden brown and crispy. The extra protein from the diet cheese helps to form the delicious and crispy crust, while the waffles inside will be very tender. Guys, if you're doing like a huge meal prep, or you just don't want to stand to your waffle maker and wait for this whole batch to be ready, you can use silicone molds. I'm using these quite often, especially when I'm doing a huge meal prep for my family. If you're going to bake the waffles in these silicone molds in your oven or inside your air fryer, it's going to be 20 to 40 minutes for 180 degrees Celsius. As always, I'm leaving all the links to the products that I'm using or recommending to you in the description under this video, including this time I will post there these molds. While I finish cooking the rest of these, go ahead and hit that like button and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have a moment and you have free fingers to text me, please leave me some comment. I will really appreciate it, because it shows the YouTube algorithm that this content is worth watching, and it will help me a lot as a new content creator to grow on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, as I promised, I will show you 3 meal ideas for these waffles, but first I just wanted to show you how amazing they are just on their own. Honestly, you'd never guess that there is a cottage cheese or chicken in them. They're super tender on the inside and perfectly crispy on the outside, and they're very, very nutritious. Alright, now for the fun part. Here are 3 meal ideas that you can try with these waffles. So it's gonna be a quick breakfast or snack on the go. I often pack them for my husband to take with him to the office. Let's grab 2 waffles, we'll use them instead of bread, and now mash the avocado with salt and Greek yogurt. Let's spread these on top of both waffles. add any greens of your choice. Sliced tomatoes, 1 boiled egg and smoked lean meat. This sandwich is packed with everything. It has fiber and potassium to reduce bloating and help your digestive system on a high-protein diet. It has good fats for antioxidation and heart health, protein with complete amino acid profile for better absorption, calcium for your bone health, iron, no need to explain, choline to boost your fat metabolism, so it's just perfect, and the macros you can see by yourself on the screen. So next one is kind of lazy lunch, when I still want a balanced meal without something too heavy. Just throw together a salad with whatever is left in the fridge, just nothing fancy. For me it's usually cucumbers, tomatoes, herbs, some greens and olives. I will add just a bit of balsamic vinegar, 1 milliliter of olive oil, salt, pepper, nothing fancy, and then I just grab pre-made waffle from the fridge and toast it to warm it up. Unfortunately, I don't have a toaster, so I will use my grill or a pan. Once it's crispy again, I cut it into squares and toss it into the salad. Just mix everything up, it's ready, and it's very lazy, very light salad, but it's so nutritious, it's so filling. I love this. And the best part, the waffle pockets filled with the salad juices and dressing, it's so delicious. And finally, extremely low-calorie supper. I absolutely love pumpkins, it's just an amazing ingredient for your diet-friendly meals, both sweet and savory. So make sure to subscribe. I'm planning a whole marathon of high-protein pumpkins recipe. It's a win-win. You get your protein, your fiber and loads of healthy vitamins, but you can pick any kind of vegetable cream soup. Mine is only 80 calories for 250 milliliter serving. Now let's pour something on top. Instead of a heavy cream, let's make low-calorie cheesy sauce. Just mix 50 milliliters of milk, 10 grams of cottage cheese and 10 grams of low-calorie fatty cheese. You can warm it up in the microwave in short bursts, but I prefer a small saucepan until the feta melts. Because when using a microwave, it's very easy to let it boil, which we don't need. We don't need a single bubble. Otherwise, the cottage cheese will just curdle, and instead of like very creamy and cheesy sauce, we'll have some clumps of cottage cheese. We don't need that. Pour the cheesy sauce into the warm soup. Now you can cut up waffles like we did for the salad and toss them into your soup as like crouton breads. But I personally prefer to just dip it into the soup like bread, so I cut them into strips for easy dipping. And if you like this recipe, make sure you will try my classic waffles, my chocolate waffles too, and make sure to check this playlist as well. I packed there all my low-calorie, high-protein recipes without protein powder. See you!